Hi, my name is Emily, and I will be discussing the Missouri Leader Standards and Common Barriers that block success for athletic program goals. I'll be familiarizing you with each standard, proposing a barrier related to each standard, and strategies that can be implemented to meet the goals of the athletic program. So, Standard 1, Vision, Mission, and Goals. This standard focuses on the knowledge, development, implementation, and managing of an athletic department's mission, vision, and goals. A common barrier within Standard 1 is that there are many athletic administrators that influence a program's vision to successfully reach program goals. When an athletic program has a clear mission and vision, the approach is to educate and develop athletic administrators of the mission, vision, and how the two combine help influence goals and the values of the athletic department. A specific strategy to overcome this barrier would be to include the department's mission, vision, and goals to each job description, so coaches are aware of how their responsibilities will influence the department. In addition, clearly defining goals for coaches, teams, in which can be evaluated during performances and assessments. Standard number 2, teaching and learning. This standard focuses on promoting a positive team culture in relation to the school's culture. Practices and procedures that are put into place by the athletic department should influence student learning and provide the opportunity for athletes and coaches to develop professionally. A barrier one may see within standard number 2 is a precedence of sports over education. A strategy to defeat this barrier would be to create a culture within the department similar to that of the school's culture that is consistent, enthusiastic, that supports the program's vision and leadership decisions. This culture defines student learning outcomes for each team and defines learning competencies for athletes and coaches. So it's important to ensure that the athletic program culture or the team culture that is created within an athletic department is an extension of the classroom as well. So incorporating learning outcomes, learning competencies. If an athlete participates in basketball, for example, what learning competencies would that student athlete be learning in that particular sport? Standard 3. This standard ensures the success of all students by managing the department, operations, and resources in a way that promotes a safe, efficient, and effective learning environment. It is important that all athletic administrators understand the organizational structure within the department and are aware of the individuals who serve in a leadership position. Each athletic administrator should be made aware of the organizational chart and understand how the structure flows as far as oversight and reporting. A barrier within standard number 3 could be the outlash of behavior from an athletic administrator. A strategy to support this type of behavior could be to ensure as a department that each position within the organizational structure has clear expectations and a disciplinary policy in place for behavior that is out of line from the expectations within the job description or within a coach's responsibilities. Standard 4. This standard is to ensure success of students by collaborating with families, community members, and stakeholders. Athletic departments need to ensure that they are seeking and providing opportunities to a diverse community to reflect positive involvement. In addition, collaborating with community members and stakeholders to support the department's team culture. With a positive environment, many people can stand behind a program, which is a great support system. However, as the athletic director, it can become difficult to meet the needs of every request brought forth. So to overcome the barrier of all of these requests, a strategy would be to have a form in place for new sponsorships, have a process in place to add a new team to the athletic program. Having these policies in place from the beginning can allow for a consistent message for all the requests that come through for the entire school year. Standard number 5. Standard number 5 talks about ethics and integrity. Ethics and integrity, the actions that you take as an athletic administrator, doing the right thing. This standard, athletic administrators have the knowledge and ability to ensure the success of athletes by acting with integrity and in an ethical manner. As an athletic director, it's important to educate coaches the importance of integrity and ethical behavior and how it relates to their coaching responsibilities. A common barrier for this standard is the involvement of politics within sports. Coaches can find themselves in a tough position to make decisions involving anywhere from athletes' playing times, athletes who may get to travel to away games, athletes who play in particular positions, etc. A coach may know an athlete's parent personally or have a better relationship with a parent, but it's important to make sure that as the athletic director, you're stressing the importance to the coaches of making the right decision, doing the right thing, and not making the decision to please a parent or please a relationship and getting involved within politics. In addition, as the athletic director, it's important to be approachable. Try and prepare the staff for common barriers. However, you can't prepare them for everything. So just be approachable and assist in the decision-making process when needed. Standard 6. This standard focuses on ensuring athletic administrators remaining current on best practices by establishing a plan for professional development. A barrier that is common within this standard is the lack of funding provided for professional development for staff. However, because athletics is constantly evolving, it's important as the athletic director to find ways to collect additional funding. You can do so by maybe seeking out more sponsorships, organizing fundraisers, asking for donations, finding ways to collect additional funding to be able to provide professional development. An athletic director should support the importance of professional development for staff, to renew certifications, attend conferences, obtain new certifications, go to clinics. Overall, professional development helps improve the program culture, meet the program goals, and provide an overall positive experience for athletic administrators and students. So this was an overview of the 6 Missouri Leader Standards, barriers that may occur within each standard, and strategies to overcome these barriers.